Hey, what's up guys, BeastArmada here bringing you some more Modern Warfare 3 gameplay. I hope you enjoyed that quick little rage quit we made those guys do at the very beginning here. And I'm playing a little bit of Search and Destroy right now, just playing some face-off Search and Destroy. Now, if you're wondering, when you're trying to get the enemy, you're trying to draw them out, you just have to do this. Simply, just you take a Barrett 50 cal and you shoot it as fast as you can, like so. That audio sync though. Yo Beast, where'd you learn them editing skills, son? No, I'm just kidding guys, but I just try to get creative every now and again, try and get you some synced audio with the background beat or whatever. Just try and mix it up, just try and add some variety to my videos. It's every once in a while good to kind of step out of the ordinary and do that. But I had a few topics, and one more importantly is the new Sledghammer game, the new Call of Duty that's it's being developed by Sledghammer. Now I know I've talked about this a few times. It's just kind of been thrown up in some commentaries, kind of what I'm gonna do with that game. What I'm gonna, what I think about it. But now it's time for me to ask you guys, what do you think about the new Sledghammer game? Are you excited for it? Are you kind of meh? Or are you just kind of, I'm not buying it. I'm not buying the DLC or whatever. I'm still, like I said, I'm leaning toward not purchasing it at first, simply because I'd rather just play Titanfall. That's all. Honestly, I understand that Titanfall is obviously not a perfect game. There's no such thing as a perfect game. But Titanfall, it looks a lot of, it's a lot of fun. It plays really smooth, at least from what I've played in the beta. That can be, of course, set. That's not set in stone, so it's going to be probably changed a little bit, altered a little bit. But it should be playing a lot more smoothly since it's not in beta form anymore. Once it gets released, of course, you won't have it in beta form anymore. And if you're wondering real quick, this is a final kill. The enemy actually killed Rob. I was already dead by his Simtex he chucked across the map. He had an ACR out, so I decided to show him what I use with the ACR. I had to teach him a little bit of a lesson here. He's using some OP perks, and this is what I like to do sometimes. If I like teaching people a lesson, I like to use overpowered weapons too, just to kind of show them the pain that they've made me feel when they use a very easy gun. So this is what happens whenever I use very easy mode guns. So if you guys are wondering about that, I was just showing that. And that actually does have a lot to relate with this topic. So we know that Sledghammer had somewhat to do with the development of Modern Warfare 3. Now, how much of it, we're not certain. We're not certain if they're the ones that thought of the Dead Man's Hand death streak. I mean, I know one of the developers in the interview when they did the trailers and stuff, as they get a final kill through the one-way invincible chicken coop. If you don't shoot through the wooden planks, you actually can't really be shot through that crap, which is pretty ridiculous. They still haven't fixed that. Good job, Infinity Ward. You guys rock. But anyway, so we don't know, too much of what Sledghammer has developed with Modern Warfare 3, but in the interview, back when Modern Warfare 3 had the trailers and stuff, I think back around 2011, I believe, I'm pretty sure. They had a bunch of trailers trying to get people hyped up for the game as we win the game. By the way, we're going to switch over to another gameplay here. It's a hipfire only LMG gameplay again with the PKP Petroneg Gold, of course. This is one of my fun gameplays that I had saved on my hard drive. So I hope you guys enjoyed that. It's not the best score, but it's pretty crazy seeing as I'm only hipfiring what you'll see the score is. But anyway, going back on the subject here. So, in the trailer, one of the developers, like how they tell you, who's the, developer being interviewed or the person that's talking. It'll tell you who's being interviewed, and it told, what company he was with, and it said he was with Sledghammer Games or whatever. And he was one of the, I guess, the developers for that, one of the main developers probably, or producers or whatever. And he was talking about one of his favorite guns is the PP90. Now, I want to call that gun the dumpster baby bastard child of a weapon. That gun is very unbalanced in this game, and I know it's not the nicest name I labeled it, but the gun's very unbalanced. You guys know my opinion about it, and most of you probably feel a very similar bad taste in your mouth feeling about that gun, along with the spray CR and the most powerful 7, the MP7. That gun is totally not unbalanced at all, seeing as it has no recoil. But like I said, there's a bunch of unbalanced guns in Call of Duty, and that's to be expected of any shooter. But I mean, come on, guys, these are ridiculous. I don't know. It seems like sometimes these developers, they just put stats on a weapon and they just think, well, that's probably good enough. You have to test these things, guys. I mean, this is just some constructive criticism. I mean, they say they test these games, but I'm wondering how much they really test. Do they test to see if the game starts up? Is that as much as they consider testing, or do they actually play each map, just a few times. You don't have to play it like 5,000 times. You just have to play the map a few times with some of your, you know, I guess the workers or your co-workers, and just, you know, see how it plays, see if it's actually fun. Now, I don't know what they consider fun. Maybe they should bring some people in here from the actual, you know, community that actually really support their game. You know, legitimately support it, not just say, you know, not just kiss asses that say, oh, there's nothing wrong with the game, man, give me the monies. You know, no, not that. We need people that are actually going to legitimately, you know, give them constructive criticism and help them make a better game. We need to actually have, you know, beta tests. That's why I think Call of Duty needs to stop being such, well, it's not even Call of Duty, but Activision, man. They're being very cheap. They're penny pinchers, and they don't want to spend any money. That's why they've been using the Quake engine still. They don't want to upgrade. They don't want to. They're trying to use as little money as they can and try and get as much of an output as possible. You know, that's only going to get you so far, honestly. It really will. So, what Call of Duty really needs to help this game out so much? A beta? Obviously a beta, because a lot of the shooters now, I mean, look, Titanfall. The game, the developers are essentially a whole new company that no one's, you know, initially never heard of. I mean, they're from Infinity Ward, you know, some of the main guys on it, you know, on Respawn. But they're, you know, essentially a new company. And they came out with a beta for their first game. So did Homefront. They had a beta. They have to get with the times if they actually want Call of Duty to step forward and actually step up, take responsibility, and become a better game, as, you know, in a franchise as a whole. They need to get themselves dug back out of this rut that they've dug themselves, and, you know, they're only doing it to themselves. I'm just trying to help them out. But I'm not going to support a series until I see them actually put forth effort into convincing me that they actually put effort into it and they actually care about their series, because it seems like they just slap on a, you know, half-assed job and they don't care. They just simply just put some stuff here and expect pay. And they, you know, unfortunately they can get paid for low effort, and that's just how it works. Again, that only goes so far with the Call of Duty community. You know, eventually some people just get fed up with it, and it's just how it goes. But you know, that's my little take on that. You know, but with Sledghammer, I think that they're gonna honestly try pretty hard, because they got so much pressure. Pretty much, they think that you know, if they don't do good this time, Call of Duty's dead. You know, Call of Duty's almost dead right now. It is dying pretty fast. I know a lot of people say it's not dying, or it is. That's debatable. But the numbers are significantly lower than they've been in the past few years. I can say that for sure, without a doubt. But let me know what you guys think down in the comments, if you think Sledghammer is going to succeed or fail. But you guys, of course, have an awesome day, and I'll see you in the next one.